Hello, Fort Belvoir. Welcome to Belvoir in the Know, the only podcast created especially for the Fort Belvoir community to help you stay in the know and on the go. I'm Command Sergeant Major Greg Kleinholtz, the Fort Belvoir Garrison Command Sergeant Major.
And I'm Colonel Josh Seagraves, the Garrison Commander. Special guest today on our podcast is, I believe, our first repeat guest, which is a big deal. So Miss Nicole Leth, Director of the First Armed Forces Wellness Center. It may still be the only Armed Forces Wellness Center, in fact. And today we'll be speaking with Nicole to get an update on the Wellness Center since the grand opening in July. And we'll talk about some programs and services that are offered and available at Fort Belvoir that hopefully help us, if you've utilized it, stay ready, resilient, and fit. So Nicole, thank you for joining us. And congratulations again to you and really the whole team on the success of the Wellness Center so far. So can you just start by giving us an update on how things have been going?
Absolutely. It's an honor to be here. So thank you both for having me. And it's especially an honor to be the only repeat returning guest. I'll consider that a win for today. So we have been incredibly busy. And so since we cut that ribbon, we have been at max capacity. And so for those of you out there and listening to this podcast, we ask for grace and patience with booking appointments and scheduling with the center. We're doing our very best to increase our staffing right now and get us to where we can take care of everyone. So please be vigilant, but patient, and continue to reach out to us and contact us, and we will get you in for services.
Yes, Nicole, that's a great problem to have, is being busy. So as we approach the holidays and continue to work through COVID, please talk to us about the importance of the Wellness Center services and the benefits.
Absolutely. So COVID has not been kind to any of us, and that's okay. We're going to come out of this strong and fit and better for it. And so part of the things that we offer at the Wellness Center, whether it be, and please don't just associate the Wellness Center with like the bod pod, right? We're so much more than that. But we do metabolic testing so we can set you a really good, healthy calorie goal. We do stress management with biofeedback. And so if the stress of not only COVID, but then maybe holidays and dealing with family and all those things comes up, then please come our way. We bring you into the room in the massage chair. We'll talk with you for a little bit. We hook you up to our heart bath, our heart rate variability tracker, that just a little clip on your ear. We coach your breathing. We put you through a guided meditation. It's a really great experience, and we've had great success, not only with our warfighters, but our family members coming in and taking advantage of that service. We could all learn how to breathe a little better and manage our stress. We do exercise prescriptions. So if you're ready to get after a fitness goal, absolutely. And I'll just say this about the holidays. We can't let one day or 2 days derail an entire month or year worth of efforts, right? It's okay. Enjoy the food, enjoy your family. Food is love. But let's make sure we get a little physical activity in when we're doing that. And that's something we can help with. So even if you're traveling over the holidays, we can help you figure out a plan that's going to work for you and keep you engaged over that time.
Awesome. So just to be clear, this is the first Armed Forces Wellness Center, but the 35th in the Army, I think. So
correct.
Yep. So I mean, we're on track, moving in the right direction, I think. But it is significant because of our joint population in the NCR, but specifically for a large part of that joint population that uses Fort Belvoir. So that was a great rundown, by the way. And then next, I just want to kind of talk about for a minute the top health and wellness priorities, not only of our war fighters, but our family members. Like, can you talk about what should they be focused on?
Absolutely. So if anyone listened to SMA's initiatives brief at AUSA this past week, you would hear that he talked about mental fitness, and that's really important. And what we have found when we're working with clients at the Wellness Center, be it a warfighter, a family member, a retiree, or a civilian, is that often, even if we're really on point with our nutrition goals and our physical activity, stress and lack of sleep can derail all of the best efforts. And so that mental fitness speaks to that, right? And when we learn to manage our stress and make sure that we're getting healthy sleep in, the right amounts of sleep, that's really critical to overall fitness and wellness. And we'll see a big trend not only towards mental fitness within our Army, especially, but then also with nutrition and dietary intake. We've got a big lean in on that in the Army as a whole going on right now. So we want everybody fueled in the right way. And that's something the Wellness Center can do, is really tailor those goals to you, right? It's not a one size fits all solution by any means. Yeah. So we've got you in covering those bases.
Would you put sleep, or if you had a pyramid, right? Fitness, mental, spiritual, and you stacked those up into a pyramid, would you put sleep or nutrition at the bottom as the base of that pyramid?
Oh, that's a good one. Just my own bias and my time and breadth of experience in this field, I would really say that, sleep and stress are healthy stress management and sleep are really foundational to those other goals. Because like I said, even with the best efforts with fueling and with physical activity, if we're not getting those good, healthy amounts of sleep and managing our stress, we just can't get after, even if it's a body composition goal, whatever it is, we have a really hard time getting after that when those two things are off kilter.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't beat it with 1 good hour in the gym a day.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you, Nicole, as positive as you and the team are, it's easy for leaders like us to be excitable about you and your efforts over there. So how has the community's response been so far? Is there like a special segment or group that you would like to see more of?
Well, we really love to take care of our family members and our spouses. We've really engaged with a lot of units in the NCR, and our services can be expeditionary. And so like this week, for instance, we're on site with the aviation brigade and doing metabolic testing on site and classes on site. So for anyone else on the net that would be interested in that, we can deliver that capability out to the field. But as good as we might be sitting down with, our uniformed service member, if we can't shift the culture in the family towards healthier fueling and PT and prioritizing, rest and sleep and self-care, that one individual in the family won't be able to best get after their goals. And so we really love to take care of our family members also and bringing them in and let us be the benign third party. Okay, nothing worse than somebody coming home all fired up about a goal and the other person's like, what are you trying to say? So let us be the third party, and we'll just take care of everybody collectively.
I think that's a really important aspect of the program, is including the families into it as well. So, for those of you out there who are listening, if you're looking for a little bit of motivation, I'm telling you, visit them over there at their center, because there's plenty of motivation to be dealt out over there, and very positive. So thanks.
Thank you, Sergeant Major.
Yeah, I think that, you bring up a really good point, and this all feeds back into what the SMA and the chief talk about, right? And that's people first, and families are part of people first, right? I mean, that's part of the triangle that we always talk about. And so I think that's a great optic, particularly again for us at Fort Belvoir, but really across the Army, just as a larger force. So is there anything else you want to share with the audience about the Wellness Center?
I think we hit on, the fact that we can bring services out to the field, and we love to have visitors and guests. So I would really encourage within our Belvoir community and footprint that if you've got a group, a spouses club, any kind of organization that you'd want to bring in for a tour and just get a capabilities brief, we can absolutely do that, and then figure out ways that we can tailor services to meet the need of that group or population. We're all about that.
Great. And then can you share the contact information?
Absolutely. So if you want to call and get a hold of us on the phone number is 703-806-1323. And then our email address is ridiculously long. So it is on it's on our Facebook page, it's on our Instagram page, and then on the Garrison's page, you can find our website. So just search, Fort Belvoir Armed Forces Wellness Center, and it'll pop up in any of those searches.
Wonders of modern technology. And
yes.
Yeah. Great. Thank you, Nicole. So I think that about wraps us up today. Sergeant Major, any final thoughts?
Yes, sir. So I think I've heard somewhere that taking the first step is the hardest step, but in dealing with the Armed Forces Wellness Center, since they opened in last summer, I tell you that the positivity that they have over there, I believe it'll make that first step an easier step. And then once you're in, the team over there can definitely assist you in reaching your goals. So if you're thinking about it, any listener out there thinking about it, I just ask that you take that first step. I do not think you'll regret it. And I think it's be very positive for you and your family moving forward.
Great. Thanks, Sergeant Major. Thanks, Nicole. Again, I appreciate it, greatly appreciate it. And this is a lot of good information. And I think it's particularly good, as you highlighted, just going into the holidays, that we make available the resources that we have for the community. So, hey, for the audience, just a couple of closing comments. So don't forget to download the digital Garrison app. But most important, when you download it, make Fort Belvoir your installation of choice. You can connect with us on our website, obviously, Facebook, for all things Belvoir. Follow the Fort Belvoir Armed Forces Wellness Center on their Instagram and Facebook pages if you're not already. Don't forget to continue to practice good hygiene, wear a mask, and maintain your physical distance where appropriate. Obviously, the vaccine's free and available, and if you're not vaccinated, you should get educated or strongly consider getting vaccinated here to assist in managing the pandemic. And finally, thanks for joining us. From me to you, and now you know.